Hello and welcome to the Couch Commentators podcast. I'm Leachy and I have my co-host Dan right there, and we are ready. This is our first episode. I hope you will enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to the Couch Commentators podcast, episode 3. Today I'm joined with Leachy and Lucas.
G'day guys, and welcome back to the Couch Commentators podcast, the fastest growing podcast in the nation, and some would say the world. As always, I have Brandon, Dan, and James with me.
Hello, and welcome back to the Couch Commentators podcast, the fastest growing podcast in the nation, and some would say the world. As always, I'm James, and that's Dan. Wait a second, that doesn't sound right.
This doesn't feel right. What's going on?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Couch Commentators podcast, the fastest growing podcast in the nation, and some may say the world. Today I have James, I have Dan, and I have Lucas. The man is back. The 100th episode, guys. I didn't think we'd make it this far, but gentlemen, we're here. Lucas, how you been? How's your last 5 months been?
How long's it been?
Honestly, it's got to be close.
It's got to be close. Well,
You haven't been on since a certain thing happened.
yeah, fatherhood certainly has taken front and center. I've been good. I've definitely been good. Like
good,
I said, fatherhood's taken front and center. And tell you what, to anyone doubting it out there, it's the greatest thing in the world. So pull the trigger, guys. Just start blowing in everything.
Don't pull it!
Whether you're in a stable relationship, casual flings, financial position, doesn't
Tinder,
matter.
yeah. But no, honestly, I've been good, mate, and been happy,
Beautiful.
Healthy, all that sort of jazz.
Thank you, Daddy Lucas. James, mate, how you been?
Look, pretty good. I'm more healthy than I was last week, but
Yeah.
I'm still just not there. Look, did I have a small shot at the pub on Saturday? There may have been a pair of undies that had to get thrown out.
No.
So look, I'm definitely not healthy.
If you hear any farts coming from this side of the couch, well, Dan, mate, how you been?
Yeah, not too bad. Obviously, we went out on Saturday and had a good time. Recovered on Sunday.
Yeah, we also did something else on Saturday. I don't know, for the audio listeners, they wouldn't be able to tell, but guess what, guys? We're in a new setup, a new studio.
I didn't even notice.
This is like the 4th studio we've been in like maybe 2 years.
In 100 episodes.
Yeah, 100
I
episodes.
think this one will be more permanent.
Yeah, 100%. It looks good. Me and Dan spent early of our Saturday on this, and
Who painted the walls?
we thought it was both of us.
Put some hard yakka in there, yeah.
It's wallpaper. Fair enough.
We got the 100 balloon up the top there as well, just to really
It's very small. I
represent.
to get bigger ones, but
Dan likes to feel big big hands.
True.
Gentlemen, 100 episodes. Firstly, I just want to congratulate all of us. We made it. We made it. Good stuff. I didn't think we'd get this far, to be honest.
it started off with just the two
Yeah.
of us.
and then Lucas jumps in. We get horse racing going, and then James jumps in as well, and we get cricket going. So, and now look at us. Now look at us, gentlemen. We'll speak about horse racing. We got accountability, of course. The this part hasn't gone, Lucas. We still hold ourselves accountable for how good and how bad up hunting is. This week, James gets the bickies. James, take it away, mate.
Yeah, look, woke up relatively early on a Saturday morning. Wasn't a lot going on the feeds and stuff, so just thought, you know what, I'll get my bed out nice and early. And Lucas was up. He noticed and went, "Wow, that's early." And I'm like, "Yeah." I actually even did research this time. I had like about 6 or 7 different horses that I'd found throughout the day, and then I narrowed it down. And I was pretty happy. I was very happy with the price of Smoking Princess. But its form was good. The favorite wasn't as good as what it was valued at, and just jagged a good one.
It's pretty good. Bit of an extra to that story is that we're at the pub. Surprise, firstly. No. And we're having a gamble, so fucking surprise again.
Surprise.
We had the table bet going. The first bet was his race at Flemington. It was my turn to pick. I seen it was his horse, and I'm like, it's not fucking win.
He didn't respect the jam.
Yeah, I didn't respect the jam, and I paid the price. I picked my brother's keeper. Did not get the win. And turns out my brother is a keeper because he just keeps fucking winning for us, gentlemen.
The table went on a fucking good spin after that. We went in like 5 or 6 bets in a row.
Well done.
Yeah, it was all started off by a loss.
I wasn't even in the table bet, but I was there.
He was there in spirit.
I'm smart. I didn't bet.
Yeah, as for all of our other bets, I went the NRL multi though, so look forward to more of them coming up.
I'm
on $0 at the moment. I gotta fucking catch up.
Mate, I was thinking about that. Like, now I've hit 2 bets already. I'm sitting second place by a little bit, and I remember last year. I think I went like 12 or more. For some reason, I think 19 weeks in a row.
As an L? Oh, jeez, that's hard.
No, I remember starting off absolutely horrible last year.
You think that's tough? Dan went like 40 weeks.
The good thing about tracking this year, we'll actually know how many weeks people go without a win.
Those 40 weeks are fucking hilarious.
When can I shit on Karen McAvoy for absolutely ruining my horse? Is that now or is that later?
Go for it now. How'd your horse go, Lucas?
Yeah, look, mate, look. There was only one thing I was more sure of than a Jolly Star win on the weekend, and that was of the sun going down later in the afternoon. I woke up, I looked outside. Actually, sorry, let me just stop. Friday night, 6 o'clock comes around. The rain starts coming, and I'm like, oh, here we go. Okay, a bit of rain. Don't know what I'm going to pick tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Torrential. It's torrential for 6 hours out my way. I'm like, fuck. I'm going to wake up. It's going to be like a soft 7, heavy 8. I'm going to have to, really dig deep here. I wake up, it's a soft 5. Somehow, Peter Volandis, the man himself, has hired the choppers and they're back on course, just drying the track out. Soft 5, Jolly Star's $2.60. I'm like, oh my God, how lucky can I get? I make Jolly Star my best bet. The only way she loses is if something happens. Well, you know what? Something did happen. J-Mac went to Melbourne to ride Switzerland. And Karen McAvoy proceeded to go 3 wide in a 6-horse race. 3 wide, no cover. He goes up on the outside of Geordie Childs on Magic Time, and he thinks, hey, you're going to let me in. The second favourite to the favourite, please let me in. Not going to happen. K-Mac butcher.
K-Mac, no J-Mac.
Yeah. The Timu J-Mac.
It was bad.
So yeah, that's how that went.
He also had another couple butchered rides though.
I wouldn't say he butchered Via Sistina. But Via Sistina was one. But he had a couple of absolute butcher rides in there. I think I need to stay with horses over that $5-6 mark because I got a $7.50 and a $6 back to back.
That's literally, I think, the first time you've ever hit one, and then you hit back to back. So look forward to the bets this week because we've got a couple winners coming. Sure.
I've got a guarantee, an absolute guarantee,
an absolute lock. Okay, now, gentlemen. Look, the 100th episode, I thought I'd bring up our favourite moments of our podcast, our own favourite moments. I will say mine, and then I'll go around the couch. We're not on one couch anymore. That's kind of going to get a little bit to get used to. The couch is. Okay, my favourite. There was a couple that came to mind. I had me dressing up as Andrew Tate, and I was on my win streak, and I thought I was king shit. and we have that podcast episode where it's called Eat, Sleep, Continue the Streak. Me with Brock Lesnar. That was a classic. Another one that I was pretty, I enjoyed was we fucking slagged out New Zealand sporting, just full on. There's like a whole podcast on it.
True.
The next week we come out and say, in Maori, Mataku, and say, we are sorry.
Or whatever.
There was that, and then paying Lucas in change. That was a fucking good one. Then my first trap, I think, was my favorite. Play that down below, Dan. That's the highlight of the podcast. Very cringe. I still can't watch it to this day. So I'll be tuning out. But that was probably my favorite. James, mate, any moments that come to your mind?
Oh, look, recency bias. I should have thought about this more, but my introduction to the summer of cricket this year, I thought was my best work.
All right, boys. I just want you to give me a quick little 9 Wide World of Sports trumpets theme for me.
Right.
I'll start you off. And welcome back to the Couch Commentators podcast after the 5th test. Australia has beaten India 3-1 in an amazing series. All right.
That was beautiful.
That was great. I love that.
Getting you guys
Yeah,
doing the music
that
in the
was good.
background, giving my best between a Rabs or Matt Nable speech about the cricket.
The combination's good enough.
Jesus Christ.
Dan, mate, your
Mate, one of my favourite moments would have to be with one of the props on the shelving behind me.
yeah,
Eric!
the little white cat.
My story running over the white cat would have to be one of my favourite
Allegedly.
moments. Allegedly. And then probably just like the first episode where we were so trying to be so professional and then you said that I was that way and I was that way.
Oh yeah.
And then, Civil War we had with the speak pipes.
That was also good.
That was good, yeah.
Yeah. There's so many good moments. Yeah, the first episode, and I'm like, and Dan on my right, like
We flipped the camera around. Yeah.
So it ended up working.
yeah. Lucas, mate, your favorite memories moment?
So I've got a couple. I've got one that really sticks out to me now, which is quite funny in hindsight. Is there was one time a question was asked about opinions on WWE, and I absolutely ripped it. Right, I absolutely ripped it, and now I like it.
Yeah.
I like it again.
Someone find that clip. Find that
So
clip.
someone please find that. Yeah, this is my opinion now. So on Sunday, yesterday, I said, "Oh yeah, it's WrestleMania's on. It's on Foxtel. I'll have a gander." I watched, I reckon maybe 2 minutes before I said to myself, like out loud, "Are you fucking serious?" This is, mate, when I was a kid, when I was 10 years old, or 8 years old, so I was about 13 or 14, I fucking loved it. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. It is so fucking shit. For lack of a better word, it's shit.
Yeah.
The Rock's getting punched in the face, and then he's standing there waiting for a bloke to take 6 seconds to turn around and run into a rope and run back. I think part of growing up is going from WWE to MMA and boxing, right? Where it's actually real, and you don't have 12 seconds to do a spinneroonie fucking 360 no scope off a goddamn turnbuckle.
Top turnbuckle.
It's just cringeworthy stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, mate. The blokes running around today, Randy Orton, Edge is now not there anymore apparently, but all those blokes that I grew up with, like, you respect the hell out of them. But I'd have to get paid to sit there and watch a full 2 hours of like Raw or SmackDown because it's so fucking shit.
Yeah, I can't see myself watching a Raw or SmackDown, but I didn't mind just having that on in the background yesterday.
Oh, background for sure. But if you had to sit there and watch it, no.
Yeah.
Just no. No, I like it. Like, Dan's sitting there and he'll message me and I'll pretend I'm not really caring too much, but really I'm like, I'm watching it.
We're friends, been watching it for the last
Yeah. I'm all on the Jacob Fatu hype train and the Rhea Ripley hype train.
Yeah.
But yeah, ripping into Dan saying it's garbage and then, me starting to watch it.
A 6 to 8 month turnaround.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I won't watch the whole thing. I'll only watch like certain parts.
Yeah.
Like I'll skip to like the good stuff, but
The best thing is to watch it on TikTok. Like, people just react.
I love it. It's great. Yeah.
That's the best way.
That Santi bloke or whatever his name is. I love watching him. And then another couple of my favourite ones, I mean, geez, just off the top of my head, there are a couple of punting ones where I've Nostradamus here, picked him early. So like Via Sistina, I picked her to be pretty damn good. I remember, I don't know how long ago it was now, but I picked Chael Wolf to be like a Australian Derby like runner and winner. Well, not winner, but like I said, watch him. He was like $46 at the time. Now he didn't win the Derby, he lost to Riff Rocket, but now he's won a couple of Group 1s. He's beaten Fangirl, he's beaten Pride of Jenny, he's beaten Amelia's Jewel, he's beaten all these top horses now. He's pretty good. Yeah, they're probably the main things off the top of my head. Yeah.
I have thought of another funny moment. Me and Lucas playing Scissors, Paper, Rock while Brandon was going on a speech about Cronulla Sharks and Nico Hines.
Yeah.
Speaking of Cronulla Sharks, Nico Hines right here.
It's making my beer taste bad.
Oh, shit.
Look, I'm also been getting into WWE. Well, not like getting in, but like it's on Netflix now, so it's just hard not to,
How good is it?
But yeah, look, just so many good memories. So many laughs that we've had over the podcast. we had Kyle messaging. He said his favourite ones were Matty C episodes. Every Matty C episode, he's got something. Every Matty C episode, mate. Something will come out. Would it be good? I don't know. Can we put it through the podcast?
Actually, not our live stream as well that we did that one time of the races for like 5 hours and that. Yeah, that was pretty good.
We got to do more of that.
Don't talk about the other live stream you guys had that one time.
We've had a couple.
What?
The Origin one. The Origin live stream wasn't too bad. All right,
Memories.
so Ken's given us his favourite memory from our podcast, and he's said, "Remember when you blokes did the world's first ever live canned spaghetti review?" Do you remember that, Luke? You didn't watch it? We did a canned spaghetti review.
Ken asked like the week prior.
Yeah, I feel like I watched the prior. I feel like I watched the prior, but not
Me and
the.
Brandon never grew up on canned spaghetti, so
Yeah.
it's sort of like
And then he
first
came
ever taste
over
it.
and dropped Heinz and SPC spaghetti over
One
my
for
house.
one of each for both.
I remember which one. Like one of them was making me sick. The other one was alright.
We all said SPC in the end, didn't we?
But yeah, that was fucking funny. I don't think any other you're not getting that on any other podcast. Yeah.
Revisit.
Food reviews.
Baked beans review.
Yeah.
Next one is from Moaz, and he's given a more recent one. Brandon's hidden talent. Did you see?
Yeah, I saw Brandon.
That was good stuff. I didn't know I had it in me. To be fair, I don't know.
Demon in you that you
Yeah.
Can't wait to bring that out at parties, guys. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We have fun. Next one is from Ashley.
Cashley.
Our sister, mine and James' sister. She says, "When you cut me out of the episode, Dan."
Always good. Always good.
Dan.
You guys don't know. There's some good stuff that Dan just leaves on the chopping block.
Yeah. There's some golds from Dan that, like, he says something stupid. I'm like, I really hope this makes it in.
And there's some that aren't even that stupid, but me and Brendan are having a laugh, and then I'll listen to the episode and go, "Where the fuck is that?" That's my favorite part of the episode.
That's probably me editing. I cut out all that.
I was to say another one from Ashley, because she did make that episode. The intro that her and Alyssa did was quite funny as well.
Drunk night at Easter.
That was good stuff, though. Those memories, mate. This podcast. Where would we be without you guys? And hopefully we can create another 100 more.
In the words of Metallica, the memory remains. This podcast is brought to you by the Couch Commentators shop. Help support the channel by purchasing your Couch Commentators merchandise using the link below.
All right, the best part of the podcast brought to us by you. It's the listener questions, guys. Lucas, you've missed these, mate. You've missed them.
I have missed these.
There's been so many good ones. Now, we got from Kyle Hayward. He asks, "Congrats on the 100, gentlemen." He's asked, "Dream holiday destination. Where are we going, gentlemen?" Lucas, where would you like to go?
Okay, so I'm pretty lucky. I've been to Europe and I've been to America before. My dream holiday destination, there's this little village. I'm getting a random phone call from some random number. Hang up. There is a little village. Let me find it. I think it's called like Santa's Village in like Finland.
North Pole.
No, it's called Santa Claus Village in Rovaniemi.
Yeah.
Which is in Finland.
Okay.
That is my dream holiday there, mate.
Get a picture up for us.
Honestly, when you see the picture, it's amazing. But I'd love to take my family there for sure.
Dan, where are you picking?
Well, I did have a former dream holiday destination before I turned 21, which was I wanted to go to America for my birthday, for my 21st, because I was born on the 4th of July. I wanted to have fireworks for my birthday, but that's a bit out the window now because I'm already 21 and only 28 this year.
Oh boy.
Bit of a, probably like some of the islands like Fiji, like Samoa and all that type of stuff, just to like get the like cultural vibes and all that.
Nice.
I'd love to go to New Zealand as well.
New Zealand, yeah, that's a number one destination.
Kia ora, honey.
James, where are you picking?
Look, I've been a couple of places. I haven't been to America. It's not necessarily top of my list. I'd love to go to Japan. I used to be a pretty big weeb. These days would more just be like the actual culture would be nice, and like more adult reasons.
Still visiting all
Women.
them.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
still be going to One Piece.
Women.
like,
Isn't there a
cafes,
statue
so-
where he holds the hat? You
Yeah,
can like.
yeah, I'll be making a trip to Oda's hometown where there's
Yeah.
like all the straw hats statues.
Look, I like that too. I wouldn't mind going to Japan, but where I want to go, North Korea, guys.
Yeah, now you're
Hold on a
talking.
moment. Hold on a
Now you're
moment.
talking.
Russia. No. I would
North
actually.
Korea where they can't watch Tottenham Hotspur's games.
I didn't know that.
I seen it on Facebook today. I don't know why. It's just,
Because they don't want to see a South Korean do well.
Pretty much.
Well,
True. Yeah, where I'd actually pick probably Europe and or Japan. Japan would be nice, but Europe I'd just do like a whole big old tour of it. So,
It's the way to do it.
on my list as well for Pokemon reasons.
and I wouldn't mind going to America as well, just to see the sports, mate. You went there recently, seen the.
Yeah, so the ice hockey.
NHL, yeah.
So the ice hockey, that was fucking awesome.
But I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind NBA,
The,
NFL.
the only thing is, like, everything's expensive there. Like, you go to like an NRL game.
Yeah.
You know,
20 bucks, 30 bucks.
wow. Let's face it, it's
Yeah,
more than that
let's-
now.
yeah.
But like front row ticket at an NRL game, maybe what, $50, $60.
Yeah.
We paid for 2 tickets. We were 2 rows back. We paid like $400 each. Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. America does sport, like live sport,
Yeah.
way better than what we do. But yeah, expense.
Yep. Look, good question though, Kyle. Good question. You got us thinking.
Where's yours, Kyle?
Yeah, where's yours? Tell us. Okay, next one he asks is, what do you think your best trait is? Okay. James, what do you think your best trait is?
cheesy one, just sense of humor. Might bite me in the ass sometimes. Sometimes I'm probably also too self-depreciating, but I think that's a charm that has got me through life pretty well.
Dan.
Fuck.
Oh, damn, that's a nice trait. Dan'd be fucking.
Fuck, I don't know, like, yeah, it's probably how much I care about people.
A very
I'm a really
caring,
family-based person.
That's toxic.
care man Dan.
Look
Look how much he's caring for you. Lucas, mate. what
My
do you think?
ass.
Yeah, just the,
Nah, honestly, I'm probably the same as James. Probably my sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably it for me. Yeah, sense
Yeah.
of humor, I'd say.
I'll be pretty much fucking joining the boat with a sense of humour.
Jeez.
the anybody else I'll go skip through
fucking
life.
sheep cunts.
Yeah. I mean, I could say, but look at the care coming off this man.
It's very caring.
This bloke cares.
I do care, bear.
Yeah, look, what can I say? Other than that, another trait, I work hard, guys. I'm a fucking hard worker. I don't mind
He works hard for the money.
getting in there, getting in deep.
And then
And
my worst traits, I care too much. I work too hard.
yeah. Pretty good at onsag as well, guys. Top punter 2 years in a row. That's probably my best trait. Get the scissors paper rock on.
Won't be this year.
Good question though, Kyle. Good question. Next one he asks, he says, "What is your best childhood memory?" Okay. Fuck, I don't remember my childhood. I've drunk too much, man. Lucas, anything come to mind?
Yeah, childhood memory. See, I've got in a bad way, going to church 3 times a week for nearly 18 years. That was pretty rabsh.
Yeah, that's tough.
But my best childhood memory, okay, this isn't a particular just one. This is just a whole bunch of them. But like every Friday back in high school, every Friday, we do this thing called a Farley. We'd get together at a mate's place, like 6 or 7 blokes, and we'd all crash at one bloke's place, Farlow. Statsman Farlow, should I say? And we'd
least
crash
like
at his
4
place.
Xboxes
You know,
there.
we'd play video games, we'd talk shit, we'd go for a swim. We'd then, walk down to Macca's at 10 o'clock at night, buy frozen Cokes, and then walk back home.
Because none of us had real money.
Yeah, none of us had real money. The most we could afford is $1.
Yeah, and like half of those dollars were just like picked up like on the ground.
Yeah, at Farlow's place. So thank you, Alan. But yeah, honestly, the old Farlow Farleys were great. Now, just quickly before I hand on to someone else, just remember this, guys. Oh, so this is actually sad when you come to think about it, right? When we used to go to Farlow's, I'll point this at James, right? We used to play like tip or something in the bush down there. The last time we ever did that, we didn't know that was going to be the last time. Yeah, that was just it.
It doesn't have to. It doesn't have to be the last time.
We didn't know that was going to be the last time. We all said, yeah, can't wait to play next time.
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
Damn. Let's bring it back. Live stream the Couch Commentators playing tip in the bush.
And it's all 28-year-olds and 29.
Man, what are you picking?
Well, probably just all the Easters of the kid going down South Coast with the family.
Yeah, good memories spent
Yeah.
camping.
You know, just stealing caps off cars.
Hubcaps. Have you heard that story? No.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's not hubcaps.
Oh,
it was
the
the
hubcap. Yeah, the little caps.
Oh,
Yeah.
the nuts.
hubcaps. Just imagine
Yeah,
it's
how-
walking
Yeah. Jack.
What else did we get in trouble for down there?
Oh, funny things.
Someone stealing
No
his
helmets.
Oh, there was this one year that we all pretended to fall off our bikes next to cars and just.
It's fucking
We got
shit.
caught on cameras and had to like hand them all back.
No way.
And then we're up in the office, and our uncle walked up to the walked up to the office just randomly, and he's like, "What are you boys doing up here?" And then the managers were like, "Oh, we just caught him stealing caps from cars."
We've been
So if we told our parents about it, we got a lollipop from our uncle.
Nice. Did you tell your parents?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
I've been capping since day one, guys.
popping caps.
Oh.
James, mate, memory.
I've got one that was more of a scary memory. I remember being in like kindergarten or something after school care and getting pushed on the swing and getting up to like 180 degrees and then falling down really viciously. And then a more fun one. I remember one day being like it's been mentioned that our grandparents used to run a scout camp. And one day out with Tristan and I think Brandon, and we were building sort of like army bases way out the back in the bush. Like
Big old trenches we're digging and shit like that.
In the trenches.
It was after that Grandpa moved out, wasn't it?
it probably was,
Yeah.
and like sort of at that
'Cause I
like
remember I came late and come and joined you.
at that like sort of 13, 14 where you still have a
Yeah.
bit of whimsy about you, but you also got the energy to do stupid stuff like that.
Beautiful.
What
beautiful.
about you, Brandon?
Oh, thanks.
Brandon?
Glad you asked. My favourite memories is probably rugby league when I was young. And when we were really young, I was going to verse Dan this for like 1 week, but just didn't happen. But then he ends up playing the next year in my team. And then eventually both our dads end up coaching us both. So like that was pretty cool. Pretty special memories.
Yeah, that one time I ended up breaking my arm.
Yeah, getting to see Dan like plot up there and then get fucking just stop.
Just stopping the line.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
I don't even play footy. I don't think you're not supposed to do that.
The only 6'8" and
Everyone's shaking in their boots when they see him, and then he starts moving. You're like, say less.
Yeah, that was that's probably my favorite memories is rugby league growing up. Next question, and it's from Moazan. He asks, "What's your signature joke or funny story that always gets a laugh? What do you bring up if you're at a party? You're just like, fuck, I've got to bring up the oldie goldie." Any of you lads come to your mind?
I've got one. It's
Okay.
a long one. I'll try to abbreviate it.
Yeah.
We were 18 or 19 at one of the local establishments called MacArthur Tavern.
I know where this is going.
So before it, I was on every 18, 19-year-old's favourites, the Smirnoff
Double black.
double blacks. But these ones were with Guarana, so they were like a V double black. So deadly. Had like 4 of them before you go because again you broke. You don't have real money. So it was already pretty drunk because I was probably also like at least 8 kilos lighter than this, and I'm a lightweight still. So I was drunk when I got there. Half the stuff is a blur, but it includes talking to a guy that said he was from FaZe Clan, which at the time was impressive.
It was a big thing back then.
Getting kicked out, getting picked up by a car that had 4 girls in it, and then getting brought back to MacArthur Tavern, and they tried to get me in. Obviously, wasn't allowed back in.
What?
Then, so that's already like enough for a story. Like, but then decided to walk home because again broke. And for context, we grew up in Campbelltown, MacArthur Tavern near MacArthur train station. Funnily enough.
Wow.
Yeah, I somehow got picked up by a taxi, and I was on my way to Liverpool. I don't know how far on my way, but I was obviously. I had to have been at least almost closer to Liverpool than Campbelltown, because otherwise you'd say, "Oh, you're walking away from Campbelltown, not you're on your way to Liverpool."
Blokes on the Hume Highway.
But that's a good fucking walk. Like,
Yeah, I don't know how I got there. Don't know how I kept walking, but the taxi driver was nice enough to because there was a security guard in there. They managed to get me home. I forgot we were going to Field Day Festival.
Future Music.
Future Music Festival the next day, and I was meant to be staying at Philo's house, and that's where all my stuff was. Like, and that was how I was getting there. So I had to walk from my house to there, which if you take a shortcut through the bush, it's a like 40-minute walk.
Scary.
But it's scary. I walked the long way, which is more like an hour 10.
Yeah.
And I ran into some guys at a park that that were on acid that night, and thankfully I had the common sense. I'd walked off the alcohol by now to say, no, thank you, I've got to get to my mate's house. And I got there at like 4 or so. I think I got kicked out at around 10. And then we were up at like 8, 9 o'clock after the festival the next day.
Yeah, that's how it went.
Sounds like one hell of a night.
Yeah, no,
One
it's
hell of a
not the
night.
story that is going to get the best laugh, but if somebody wants to know my best story, that's it.
That's a classic. That's a classic.
Dan. Story.
So
Go.
my story will probably be from my time I went to Thailand.
Ah.
Went with a mate to Thailand. He was getting a tattoo, his whole leg sleeve done. And we'll walk around, I think it was the first or second night, we'll walk around Thailand getting some drinks and stuff, come back to the hotel room. And we go to walk down an alleyway, and all we hear is, "Hey, you want to boom boom?" And then we see this fucking 6'4" woman.
I believe she was a woman.
Chick with dick.
For the listeners, Dan did not air quotation. Dan thinks it was a woman.
And walk out of the dark, and me and my mate just turned around and walked the long way back to the hotel room. And yeah, now it's just a thing that everyone thinks I fucked.
I was going to say, that was the best 30 seconds of your life. And that's when you turn back around.
That's right, Jane. That's right.
We both came at the same time. How's that possible? Well, I came in you came up floor.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Lucas, mate.
I don't have like one particular joke, I'd say,
Yeah.
but honestly, if James isn't the one telling that story, that's something like me or someone else would tell. I'm just, I don't know, man. I'm really loud.
Like even at Europe.
I was about to say that. Yeah. So I'm either really loud and I'll do. I think I'm pretty good at doing different voices. At work, we've got like a whole bunch of different nationalities of blokes at work, and I not mock, but I do everyone's voice really well.
Mock them, you don't mock their nationality.
Yeah, I mock them, not their nationality, right? So I'm really good at doing voices and mimicking voices. So there's one thing, but another one, I'm sure we've said it on the podcast before. Kentucky tour. It was Leachy's birthday. Me and Farlow have absolutely, we've just thrown the towel in at about midnight because we were getting up the next morning. We were getting up bright and early the next morning.
We're going to Paris.
Yeah, we're going to Paris the next morning. So anyway, me and Farlow, we've gone back home. And a couple of hours later, I just hear bang, bang, bang on the door. And Statsman Farlow, as useless as ever, doesn't get up. So I get up, I open the door, no one's there. I was like, fuck, righto. I close the door. 30 seconds later, bang, bang, bang. Another knock on the door, and I'm like, okay. I open the door, and I look left, I looked right outside the door, and I just noticed in one of the little nooks of a door across the across the aisle, or the alleyway, hallway, Jesus Christ, is a bloke facing, like, he's got his head in the corner of the door. And I'm like, who the fuck's going on here? Like, oh, James. And it was James here, absolutely mute as mute as you could ever be. And he's not coming inside. He's not coming to bed. I'm trying to get him to bed, and he's going, fight me.
I also want to say there was
Fight
a definite concussion that night as well.
You go, that one.
Falling over.
Yeah, somehow he's managed to get two birds with me. I was way too wrecked to have organised this by myself, but we're kissing out the front, and I've somehow tripped over, brought them both down. They didn't hit their heads because they sort of more landed on me, but I hit the back of my head on the wheel of a taxi.
So for the next 4 hours, for the next probably hour or so, we're trying to get James in. He was demanding we fight him. We said no. He eventually comes inside after telling us to fuck him. So he goes inside, and he goes, I've got to go to the toilet. We've got to go to the toilet, And we've gone, James, we're going to let you go to the toilet. Do not fucking close that door. And he's like, no, we won't close the door. We let him into the toilet, closes the door. James, don't lock that door. Click.
Mate, I was regressed to a child. You should.
It was so bad. Anyway,
Like, don't touch that, it's hot.
he locks the door. It gets till about 6:30 in the morning when we're supposed to leave. We're all bashing on the door. He's not getting up. And I was so frustrated at that point, I've just said, fuck him. If he has to stay in London, he stays. I'm going home. Anyway, we got on the bus. We're about to leave. On comes James, and he gets the biggest round of applause from everyone on the Kentucky tour for making it out of there. So that's one of my ones. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Look, I could just go another story of James, but
I've already got deep and personal. I've embarrassed myself twice.
hey, I heard a joke recently. What did the fish say when it swam into the wall?
Damn.
Damn. so good. Keep that one for later.
Oh, yeah, it did say joke. I just heard funny story.
That I always go to is me getting banned for 10 years from Camden Hotel. Started off with the goose juice at your in-laws.
Yeah, it sure did.
We get there. Lucas fucking front doors. It doesn't even make it in the front door because he's already had a little bit of a...
goosed.
He's already been goosed too hard that he's like, Kate, just keep driving. Drive. He goes. We get in. We're obviously also goosed, so we're now drinking and goosing. Get really drunk. But I was still sober enough to get 2 vodka Red Bulls, go to the dance floor, trying to skull these so I can get back out there and start dancing. Security comes up to me. And, hey mate, you've had too many. Oh mate, no, mate, I haven't had too many. I've obviously just bought these. He's like, nah, you've had too many. Okay, can I just have one? So he's like, yeah. So start drinking it. Taking too long, mate. Grabs them both from my hand, puts them down, and then he starts like escorting me out. But he starts shoving me down the hallway. And I was like, bro, if this guy pushes me one more time, I turned around, grabbed him, bear hugged the bloke. Little did I know there was like 3 cops walking behind him when I turned around to grab him. That's when I was like, oh, fuck. Let go of the bloke. And I walk out, and then I get talked to by the constable out the front. And then how the story all ties down is I'm waiting for James out the front, and then there's some chick comes up to me and asks, are you the bloke who fought 5 cops? I'm like, hello. Yes, it is me. And best 30 seconds of my life, guys. That's my go-to story usually. But look, very good times. It seems like all of us seem to do with drinking alcohol. And,
Would you look at that?
Would you look at that?
Seems like we are.
Good memories.
alcoholics.
Good memories, guys.
Whoa. Never been to a meeting. Unless this is now a meeting.
Maybe.
Okay, next one from Aidan Harrington. He asks, thoughts on Russia flying a bomb drone into Chernobyl reactor cover? I haven't seen this come across my desk. Any of you
I've
lads?
seen it on Facebook, but I didn't read into it.
My thoughts are that's pretty wild.
Yeah, I think this might be one of the faster questions.
Yeah.
I've got nothing.
It can't be good.
Yeah.
Could be better.
Chernobyl bad.
Chernobyl bad. Next question from Aidan. He asks, Can we get a recap of how Dan dropped the ball with no one in front of him again?
Yeah, hold on, just quickly.
Yes.
Which time?
Which time? Well, that's
Last week or this week?
it's now back-to-back weeks that he has had a clear kind of passage of field that he's getting a pass to him out to on the wing. And Dan,
Dan, care to explain?
Recap.
So the ball's coming across the field. You know, I'm like 5 meters, well not 5 meters, probably a meter or two behind everyone else.
It's not that deep, bud.
I was pretty deep because like I'm slower than everyone else. Obviously, I'm a bigger man, so I can't keep up.
Could have fooled me. Could have.
So the ball gets passed out to my wing. I'm trying to fucking sprint to catch it. I try to bring it in with this arm, and it just goes bang and goes over the sideline. That's the short of it.
Yeah, he's in like full flight, but it only goes to catch with fucking one hand, and twice in a row it's just gone straight through that one.
Why?
What do they teach you? Under sixes.
Yeah.
Hamburgers.
No, crocodile.
Next time I've told him to start 10 meters ahead of the play.
Usually it's the other way.
I was starting the defensive line. That's none of this.
Just make a deal with the ref. Don't call me offside.
Please, brother.
Please.
Just allow it. Please, brother. Please. Next question. Did you ever think yous would be a part of a civil war? Did we think we'd be a part of a civil war? Look,
Who's that question from?
it was from Ken. He was a big part of the Civil War. I didn't think that we'd have so many people hate each other on our podcast. And I feel like they've slowly come together over time, you know?
How Aiden and Matt actually like each other.
Yeah. There's still a bit of bad blood between Ken and Matt, but look, what can you say? I didn't expect it.
It
And,
was a bit of a funny time.
it was fun. And it fucking banged with views, I'll tell you that.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the better thumbnails that we've had as well.
Yeah.
Here I am thinking about North versus South, and you guys are talking about
Civil
that.
War.
I got with you now. Yep.
Well, actually, yeah, we're going to talk about that. that's
Ulysses Grant.
All right. Next question, gentlemen, is from Ken again, and he asks, when, in your opinion, did the speak pipe reach its peak? James, what do you...
I think he just mentioned it. The Civil
War, you reckon, was the peak?
We'll get it. There was probably like six different people sending in.
And Moe even sent one in as well, which that doesn't happen too often.
Hello, cuz. How are you?
Dan, mate, when do you reckon...
I'd say it's the Civil War as well.
I've myself...
When all the characters came into play.
Well, the characters, I think, were really good.
What do you mean characters? I thought they were just
real
fans.
people. Yeah, real fans. Come on, Dan. Jeez. How dare you say that about these people? I think my favourite was when the Toby Wallace caught up about fucking the cat. Yeah, well, I don't. Well, look, Dan. We have fun. But that was my favourite when Dan killed a cat and then the person calls up about it.
With Brandon Red Flood as flu.
Oh yeah, now it's that's his name from now on. So unfortunate, Henry.
Ben's actually naming his kid Flued.
Flued. That could have been a peak of when the speak pipe. We found out exclusive that Ken's having a kid on the podcast. We found that out.
Well done, Ken.
All right. This question's from Maddie C. He asks, "What is your favourite sort of coffee, gentlemen?" Ooh,
Can I start this one?
Dan, what's your
I don't
favourite?
drink coffee.
Okay, well, Dan doesn't drink coffee.
He'll grow up one day.
Lucas.
I'm pretty straightforward. I usually will just go for an oat cappuccino, oat milk,
Ooh,
because if I have regular milk, it just absolutely fucks my gut and it's got too much protein. So oat milk cappuccino is the way. If I've already had a coffee, if I need a proper hit me up, like a long black.
A long black. Nice. James.
Give me a caramel latte. Yeah.
I'm a vanilla latte man. I'm a fucking plain old vanilla man myself. I've only just, to be fair, I've only just grown up and started having coffee. So it's only been over the last year and a half, 2 years that I've actually been getting into the latte.
Nice.
But eventually you build yourself up from a latte. Who knows? You might be on the oat milk cappuccinos.
Yeah. Have you gotten to the point yet where you're craving a coffee in the morning and you have it and you go,
You got to reset yourself over
Depends.
a weekend, over a weekend or so, and just not have one.
Yeah.
Don't touch it.
Because I'm also a big energy drink drinker. So like, what do I usually go for more energy? I think a coffee is like a beta energy drink, you know, where I just be like, oh, I'll have that to get me through like a little bit of the day, and then like if I need, you know, the white monster's coming out, I'm punching holes in walls. My name's Kyle.
Just do a line of Coke.
Speaking of coffee, thanks for leaving your coffee cup in your fucking car on Saturday.
Yeah. Sorry about that, mate. Sorry about that. That's a
Whoa,
latte.
whoa, relax, guy.
Latte. Dan cares. Next question from Matt again. He asks, who is your tip for the spoon in the NRL season 2025? I mean, we're going to do our ladders next week, but we can give a tip. I'm just going to go Tigers. Four Pete, brother. Lucas, what are you going?
I'm hoping it's not us, but the fact that the Tigers are $8 and they've proved absolutely nothing so far, they haven't had a chance to prove it, yes, but at this point, you know, they're, you know, guilty until proven innocent. So after seeing the Titans display, though, I'm going to say the Titans.
Okay, Dan.
Yeah, look, I'd love to see Luai do 2 4-peats in a row.
That would
Fuck
be good.
off, you prick.
That'd be super cool.
But I'm of the same opinion as Lucas. I think the Titans might be down there.
They look doo-doo.
See, the Titans very well could do exactly that and disappoint us like usual. But their forward pack is meant to be. It's going to be very good.
Yeah. Like, they didn't have Tino for most of the year last year.
Yeah, like, and they get Campbell Gillard.
Yeah.
Like, they've got obviously Gillard's a bit past it, but 3 Origin forwards.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming you're not picking Titans, James.
4 including Fafita.
Who you picking?
I'm picking. I hate to say this, but if anything happens to Ponga, it's Newcastle.
Okay, fair. Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of their team is just dog shit.
And they keep chopping and changing their halves. Like, they don't have a set half.
Yeah.
Phoenix Crossland for life.
Like, obviously, Ponga is that good, he can drag him to the 8. But if
They-
anything happens to him, it's just gone.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
have,
okay.
like, Crossland, they have Gamble, they have Cogger, they have Hastings. Like, so many halves and no
Will
real
Price as
selection.
well.
Will Price. Yeah. Look, that might be a good shout, James. I don't think Ken would like hearing that, though. Next question from Matt again. He sent his questions in late as well. Do you believe battery-operated mowers are for pussies? Dan, as a man who has a battery-powered...
I was just about to say, I'm going to get my battery-powered mower out of the garage.
How often do you use that fucker?
Since we moved here, none. Because
Beautiful.
Who's asked this?
It was Matt.
Matt's asked this, has he?
Yeah. Lucas, I think you have one as well, don't you?
I got a battery-powered mower, and it's a fucking weapon. So, are you ready for this? A Zito.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
I spent like $280 on it, but it makes my lawn look absolutely beautiful, and I could show you guys footage and photos of it too for you to believe me. But yeah, I rate them. Geez, I don't know if you want to say battery powered, that is lame. Fuck off.
Fair enough. James, mate.
Yeah, I don't think they make you a pussy. I think you've got to be more attentive on your lawn and like do it more regularly. Because if you let it get too long, they can struggle.
Absolutely.
If you just cutting your lawn every week or every second week, you should be fine.
Also, I refuse to get called a pussy by a bloke that never played sport growing up, at any level. Doesn't matter what. So if Matty C wants to call anyone a pussy, yeah, that bloke is a literal human vagina.
Have you met Ken? I feel like you would get along.
Yeah, I think you guys might be good at some speak pipes together. For me, look, does the sound of a nice petrol lawnmower sound pretty fucking badly? Yes, it does. Would I call someone a pussy for using the other? Maybe. There might be a case where I'm like, fucking, what's that pussy thing next to a big old...
The reason why it isn't is because there's nothing more frustrating than going, fuck, I don't have any fuel.
Petrol, yep.
So now to mow my lawn, I've got to get in my car, drive to the petrol station, and then come
Look,
back.
as a man who's sold lawnmowers before, if you've got a small enough lawn, It's fucking poop. You can Bob's your uncle. You're saving money.
95% of places in Sydney these days, you've got a small enough floor.
Exactly.
100%.
Like,
Now, next question. It's from Ken again. He asked, "Do you hate Jack Cogger as much as I do?" Look, I don't really have that much of a vendetta against him. He's a premiership winner. How do you guys feel about Jack? You have a big opinion about him, mate? Lucas?
Yeah, look, Jack Cogger, I think he's that good. He's going to be taking Blaze Tollingy's starting spot.
Yeah.
Nah, he's at Newcastle.
He's at Newcastle. That's why he's brought him up. He's
Yeah.
fucking.
Ken's a big Newcastle fan, and
He's now gone to Newcastle and done fuck all since winning a premiership at Penrith.
Has he been there that long already?
He's been there a year.
Jesus Christ. Tyson Gamble forever.
Yeah. TG.
actually, Hastings is better.
He's going to play lock, it looks like, from the trials. Okay, next question, again from Ken. It is, did Toby Wallace ever get Eric back? No. Simple question is, he's still a part of the set. We did get him taxidermy.
Taxidermy.
I think Toby Wallace might have got put in jail or something.
I did hear some
Yeah.
kind of story about that.
Somewhere along the line.
Next one.
but he's got a cellmate that he calls Kitty.
Hey, kitty.
Kitty?
Right. Next question, again from Ken. He put his questions late, so we got all of them back to back on.
Yep.
And he's asked, can we get some Couch Commentators commentary live streams for 035's games?
Over 35s.
35s. Sorry, my brain just fucking
Yeah, I can tell.
lagged. It lagged. Can
Big
we get
weekend.
some Couch Commentators live streams? I would like to go down there and then either have a podcast episode where we could talk about it, or we could definitely live
So
stream
yeah,
it.
I want to steal the mic for the PA system.
Yeah.
And give a live commentary.
Where the table sets up, we'll sit there.
Or go live on the Campbelltown Warriors page as the Couch Commentators. Bit of brand awareness for us.
Yeah.
But like
Brand awareness.
People get to know us. I think that would go great. We'll get Matty C down as well.
That's
He's-
it, follow as well.
yes, that's been Philo.
He's in the corner. He's
Yeah, he's over.
over there.
He's actually
He's over there.
he's on the
Well done,
stage. Good stuff. Good stuff.
No, don't come in.
Stay quiet.
No,
like
you don't
usual.
get a mic, all right?
Okay, gentlemen. That's the list of the questions. Thank you, everyone, for sending them in, as always, for the 100th episode. That was great. Now, it's the second best part of the podcast brought to us by them. It's the speak pipes. Lucas was saying off air that he loves the speak pipe, so I'm looking forward to this. Dan, here's your phone.
I'm in, mate.
Okay. First one is from Rang.
Hey lads, Rang here. Congrats on the 100th episode.
Thanks, mate.
Just thought I'd share something that's been pissing me off a lot lately. So I work in the city. As you know, in the city, driving's fucked.
Yeah?
Yep.
Take out half the fucking roads.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Put in all these bike lanes. You know, all for people getting exercise and stuff. But City of Sydney have just announced that they're spending another $4.4 million this year on bike lanes. But the bit I don't get, the cunts don't fucking use them! Just ride on the fucking road, on the footpaths. Fuck! If you're gonna spend all this money, make sure the fucking cunts use them! Anyway, yeah. Thanks, boys.
was good.
I've never seen Reg angry
Yeah,
or heard him. And,
It's fired up. Big Red is fired up. Mate, I'm sure Lucas has some fucking strong opinions on cyclists. And
It's funny
4.4 mil.
'Cause I do.
4.4 mil.
Yeah, that's probably about 4.4 million too many dollars because, as you said, the fucking dogs don't use it. They will just pedal on the fucking road. Remember when we go to play a boomerang golf course
Yeah.
and those fuckers are on the Princess Highway? You know, you're trying to do 100 Ks and these fucking poofs in fucking spandex and fucking bullshit, they're doing about 35 Ks and they're not, you know, riding
by
in
one,
single file
yeah.
line. The fuckwits are about 3 or 4 deep, covering half the lane, and they've got the fucking goal to blow up at you. You know what? My missus hates driving with me when there are cyclists around because I will put my window down and I'll say something to them as we drive past, and she'll just go, "No, don't,
for legal
please."
reasons, with a 3 metre buffer.
Yeah, 3 meter buffer, yeah.
Yeah.
Centimeter. But look, I tend to agree here. They're fucking dogs.
Yeah.
They're
I agree.
fucking dogs.
I hate when they're not following the road rules. Like, because I know sometimes there might not be a bike lane, especially not really in the city, but out here. But like, you'll
Pay
see,
your
like,
rego. Pay your fucking rego.
Yeah, you'll see him do dodgy shit, and you're like, oh, hang on, I can't do dodgy shit in my car. Why are you getting allowed to?
Yeah, well, I can. You just can't catch me. But
Like, well, I can't actually just be a car 1 second and then jump onto the footpath just to dodge a set of lights and then jump back on the road after.
True.
Look, we all hate cyclists here, and fuck, I couldn't agree more. 4.4 million is way too much. Way too much.
That could go to like a referendum of some sort.
Yeah. All right, next speak part. It's called Raise the Bats, lads.
Crap, it's too high.
G'day, boys. Fucking 100 episodes. Fucking who would have thought?
Who would have thought
Very
it?
proud of you blokes, and more importantly, thank you for keeping me entertained all these weeks and everything since I've been, listening to you guys. He's come a long way. You're a good escape sometimes. You can listen to all your bloke in a bars or Hello Sports or Levels or any of that, but none of them are just as entrenched in the game as you blokes are. It's been a great potty. Except for the soccer segment. I fucking hate that segment every week. Soccer's fucking gay. I've been trying to tell Aiden for ages, but, each to their own. Either way, boys, very proud of you. 100 episodes. Honoured to featured and a part of that 100. So, I feel like I've been there for the other 99 with you all the way. Tell you what, we've had some fun. We've had some fun on this speak pipe segment. Oh, wouldn't be 100 episode speak pipe without getting a few things out there just for a little trip down memory lane.
Well, cheers, mate. That's means a lot. As you said, you've been there for a decent amount of the episodes. I don't know about 99, but you're about half, surely. Yeah, surely we get him on for another episode again. He's funny man, and yeah, cheers. We'll raise the bats for 100 there, mate. Good work. All right.
It's the badge.
Yeah. Look, this podcast couldn't be anything without the speak pipe. So thank you.
And do about half an hour shorter.
Oh, yeah. we joke about it. We're a talkback radio segment.
Yeah. Yeah. What does the Levels and bloody Hello Sports and the bloke have? They don't have Ken or A. No, they don't.
Yeah, they might get cancelled if they did.
Oh yeah. All
If you
right.
ever get big this first 100 episodes, just get in private.
We've started again. All right. Next one is from No Need to Help Me, Aiden L. The car isn't fucked. Okay. I believe it's from Ken again.
I suppose we should really revisit back where it all started. The car update.
The car.
Nothing to really update us with. It's sweet. It's good. Another exclusive for you guys. I'll be having a son, so I'm very excited.
Good on you, mate.
With that news, so he will be inheriting quite an old girl.
Quite a car.
Every part in it has been bloody replaced, so it'll be pretty much like a
Brand new.
2030 model by the time he gets it. What else? You know what? For old time's sake, this speak pipe. I think personally it peaked in the war. That was a fun time to be a part of. Probably got a little bit too angry at certain points. And to think it all started with just me making comments about Aiden's nan, who still has the wettest box in Sydney, if you ask me. But another couple of nanas that frequently got featured. Maddie C, what's up? Fucking, what's your nan up to? Tell her to fucking come down and watch me play some Oz tag, and she'll be bloody moist. Tell Moe to bring down the wet floor signs too, because there'll be some moisture, bro. You'll think there's some fucking drip lines going through the field.
Oh man, mate, bring back the memories. Bring back the memories.
Classy as ever.
Yeah, classy as ever. Congrats on the boy. Couple of names thrown out: Brandon, James, Dan, or Lucas, if you want.
Maybe Henry, maybe
Yeah.
Lucy as a boy.
Gerald.
Gerald.
Great names. Yeah, good stuff. And we won't get into the names. I'm sure you will. Okay, all right. Next one is from Maddie C.
Good afternoon, guys. Have you guys heard of the conspiracy theory
Of the
that the American government created HIV because they wanted to weed out a certain sort of race of people in America. Would like to hear your thoughts, boys.
Oh man.
This is getting really deep.
I'm
Again.
gonna get deep into you if I don't fucking hear it.
100 episodes wouldn't be without Matty C with his conspiracies. Tinfoil hats on.
They've got us through what now? Three off seasons probably.
What do you think about the American government and HIV? My thoughts are this is the first that's come across my desk, but wouldn't be like maybe the American government a bit shady. I've got my tinfoil hat on, obviously.
Of course.
Saying that. And did they do 9/11? Did they do this?
Fake memes.
I'm sort of stuck on the chemtrails thing here, so
Yeah.
I haven't had time to look at the old AIDS or HIV. Sorry, just ask fucking Irving Magic Johnson.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hectic one. Look, they've done some fucked up shit, and they've like even admitted to doing some fucked up shit to sort of shift power in usually other countries, sometimes in their own. But I haven't. I think I may have heard this at like very flimsily.
It's on your TikTok feed, isn't it?
Yeah,
You're in the same fucking feeds as Matt.
Nah. But yeah, I haven't really heard any details on this conspiracy.
So
I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, I'm probably against the conspiracy, but I don't know.
You know what? I'd really love to be Matt's little FBI man. In his phone, like, fuck me, that thinks of some things.
He's gonna bring up like a folder like this deep on stuff on that.
Yeah, and half of it's just like gay porn.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. We have fun. We have fun. Okay. Next one. It's from Henry Flood. Lucas loves these, by the way.
Hi guys, it's Henry here. Breathing on the line from the shower. It's a little hot in here. I'm chewing here to make it a little hotter. I just wanted to let you guys know I'm out of rehab.
Good stuff, mate.
Turns out
Hold on, mate.
my problems may have been a little bit deeper than some were qualified for, and they actually said there was nothing they could do. So I'm out.
Oh no.
And, I ran into James the other day, and he told me that
What the fuck?
Oztag's back.
Yeah, he asked where you were.
Oh, that's it.
You've got a game against that Aiden guy in round 4. So I'm here to let you know that I'm declaring myself for Oztag. Round 4. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there with you, Brandon. I can't fucking wait. Oh, the water hits my back. Come here and scrub it for me.
Oh man. Always love to hear from you, Henry. It's been a while. Lucas is loving it. He's loving
Lucas
it.
just put his mic down for Lloyd. He's just in awe of me.
Lucas wishes he had a Henry who wants to come down and watch me play Oztag.
And scrub his back.
And he's scrubbing his back. He's currently in the shower. Look, thanks for joining and jumping in. Glad to hear you're out of rehab. You've definitely...
I heard from Henry actually.
Okay.
They specifically tried to get him out for episode 100.
Yeah, that's nice of them. That's nice of them.
You saw Henry with that.
Yeah.
Mate, no, I know.
This is peak comedy. Not comedy. This is a loyal listener, Lucy. Let's go.
I'm just gonna do the same thing.
All right.
Hi, Dan. 100 episodes. Still fuckwit. Won't let me get that fucking Cheerio. Fuck it, I hope they boot you off the fucking podcast. You don't deserve to be celebrating 100 episodes. You didn't give me what I want. You didn't give me what I need. You just sat there playing fucking World of Warcraft. And you know what? Fuck you. I hope the fucking dragons get the spoon.
Why is the World of
I'll
Warcraft the
cut
thing you got a
those
problem with?
fucking Achilles out. fucking I hope fucking Damien Cook fucking strains his cock and he can't fucking play. And that Molo, I agree with him. I'd fucking want out of that club too. Fucking shithole. I fucking Holmes misses every goal he kicks. Fuck you, Dan. You brought this on. All I wanted was that moist, wet, just rashed up Cheerio that I know you got going on back there. And you fucking denied me. Fuck you, Dan.
Oh man. Man, good to hear from you, Lucy. I'm on the same bandwagon. Fuck the Dragons.
I agree on
That's the
that.
only thing you're on that same
Yeah.
bandwagon for.
Well, look, if you don't give your cheerio to Lucy.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, well. Look, good to hear from you. Glad you're on the 100th episode. And, Dan, just open wide. Just spread wide. Okay. All right. Okay. Next one is from my favourite, Toby. Toby's back. Toby Wallace. What's he got to say?
Hey, mate. Long time, boys. Long time.
It's been a long time.
Toby Wallace here. Fresh out of fucking Silverwater. What a fucking hoot that was, mate. It was 3 hours into my time there, and I actually ran the jail. I took over as warden for a little bit, and rule number 1 was I had to be brought 30 schooners to my cell every night. Now, the young fella tells me it's you boys' 100th episode. 100. How many fucking times I'm gonna stab you, Dan, you dead man? Don't think for a second old Uncle Toby forgot about you and what you done to my cat. What you done to Eric. I told you I'd find you. I've been listening. I know where you work. We all thought it was Cole's trolley bay. No. No, I received the information it wasn't Cole's. Maybe it was, I don't know. I don't want you to know my next move. But look, mate, congratulations to James and Brandon.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
But it remains the same. Until I have my puss back, you are fucking dead, Dan.
Oh, mate. It's great to hear from Toby. I can't believe he's running the Silverwater prison. It's great. And, Dan, I think you should be watching out at work. Does he work at Coles? Does he work at maybe Audi?
I did wonder why Dan was so enthusiastic on us changing the podcast studio. Like, it just doesn't want to be in the same place in 1 week.
We're actually rotating podcast studios for safety reasons.
Keeping them alive.
And that's all for the speak pipes, gentlemen. But thank you again for all the listeners. 100 episodes in. I think we probably started Speak Pipes, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 episodes ago. And
I tried to look today, but I just couldn't find
it's
it.
definitely been one of the fun parts of the podcast each week. So thank you, guys, and we look forward to many more. All right, gentlemen, NRL talk. Not too much to get through, as you know, there was trials on, but do they mean much when your good players come off after 20 minutes? Not
And
really.
sometimes they don't even play at all.
Yeah.
Do.
Who impressed you, gentlemen? James, anyone impressed you? Any team?
The duo Parramatta fullbacks,
Yeah.
Iongi and Papali. Look,
Papali'i.
obviously neither of them is... No, he goes by Papali. I was saying Papali'i, and then they said, no, he goes by Papali. It's like, what?
For now.
Joash Papali.
I'm calling him Josh on call.
Yeah, so it's just Josh Pup.
Yosh.
So just those two gentlemen?
Yeah, just, like, obviously Parramatta bias, but they're not as good as Guppo, but you can see the talent.
Yeah, there's some young guns coming through. Dan, mate, who impressed you?
I was just say the whole Dragons team, just because, you know,
Yeah.
I just had a hard on the whole game.
Because it was the first team,
Lucas.
I thought that Bulldogs half that came on in the second half, the Bulldogs half that came on in the second half, Cassius Tia, who is like only short, but he's the size of like a second rower, and he plays it in the halves, and he had a great 40-20 yesterday, but he that second half he really marshalled the Bulldogs around and just I wouldn't say, they were going to put on a lot of points, but he was just controlling the game pretty well. So, although he was quite impressive. Also, that winger for the Bulldogs, the Fijian bloke, he was very impressive until he went down with cramp. The poor bugger.
Scored too many tries, that bloke.
Yeah, but they impressed me. The rest of the games, do.
Look, I did make a Facebook post. I don't know if you guys seen it. That I've never been more confident of a Cronulla Sharks premiership after us winning by 40 points. And it's true. I mean, the Raiders, great team. They didn't take their good players off, and we leave our good players on for a little bit longer than them, and then started bumping them. That didn't happen. Newtown Jets look great, I will tell you. But other than that, the Dragons actually did impress me. I thought. Your new signings look really good, and that will definitely help lead Kyle and Ilias around because they're senior heads.
New signings,
Yeah.
there was something funny I did on Facebook yesterday after the Dragons win. I set a bit of a hook, fishing bait into the water. I set my temporary profile picture as Clint Gutherson, trying to see if anyone would take the bait, and Matthew Caswell.
The first man.
Oh, hook, line, and fucking sinker.
Well, he was also the
Fuck you, man.
My Facebook post was also like, it's not like me. I do genuinely think we have a chance, but
Only that bloke bites stuck that
yeah,
though.
he just straight into it. We love you, Matt. We love you. Okay, who let us down now? Lucas.
Oh, mate.
West Tigers.
All the games were doo-doo. The Titans let me down because, they had a lot of their starting team. It wasn't just, one or two like some other clubs had. They had a fair chunk.
Yeah, like a decent amount of the. I'm trying to think who they did have.
I didn't even watch the time.
Yeah,
From what I saw, they had about six. They had about six
I came
players.
in late, so I didn't.
They had about 6 players from what I was reading on Reddit, but and then. I mean, strictly from a Tigers perspective, the Tigers juniors that were playing in that first and second half, like this Alexander Lobb for the West Tigers in particular was said to have a lot of promise and talent, and I'm sure he still does. But there was a point yesterday, right at the end of the game, where he just had to back himself for the corner, and he just put the handbrakes on. And he's a big boy. He's like 6'4".
Either you go to the corner and have a crack, or you just did what he did and just kind of just come back in and get tackled. It was like, brother.
last play of the game.
Trial.
Yeah.
You gotta show your shit, man.
Yeah. So that was disappointing.
Yeah. Dan, mate.
I started off the year. The refs.
The refs. We don't ref bash on this
don't
podcast.
ref bash on this
But which any refs in particular?
I'm actually just having a laugh.
Okay.
I didn't think the refs were that bad.
Todd Smith was pretty bad in the All-Stars
Wait
game.
about your mate?
Todd Smith was pretty bad.
I'm loving the new rule though. The play the ball.
Yeah.
How long will that last?
Yeah, that's the
They
issue.
won't fucking
If
pressure it.
game on the
throughout
line,
year.
Penrith to win the comp, they're not going to fucking pull up a play the ball.
Not even that. Tigers, win the spoon if they concede this. They do that.
Yeah. So who let you down, dude?
Fuck. I'm just gonna say the Roosters because they were dog shit.
You don't have to say anyone, buddy. It's okay.
No one let you down. I love rugby league. It's back. Yes. James, mate.
I let myself down, and I do this every year. And to be honest, this year is probably less than other years, because you get excited when rugby league's back. But these games aren't worth watching unless you're just watching your own team to see your potential future players. The rest of it is doo-doo.
Yeah.
You know what? I just thought of something that let me down. Just the whole All-Stars game.
Doo-doo.
There was no points until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was a very long game.
It was so.
I'm surprised you kept watching. I was done before half time.
Where are these blokes house?
I don't remember a fucking thing.
You were out having D&Ms with Matty C.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I watched a KO Mini today at Smoko.
Yeah, didn't miss much.
No.
What about you, Brandon?
Who let me down? I think the Cowboys were fucking bum average as well.
Yeah.
They got absolutely fisted
That's
by
big.
the Dolphins.
It's hard to say because I think Dearden and Drinkwater's good, but them letting go of almost all of their experienced players over the last 3 or 4 years, they could easily find themselves down the bottom.
Yeah, look, that's smoky for the spoon there, I reckon.
And actually, they're losing Robson as well. So.
Yeah.
You know who didn't let me down, gentlemen? it was your man and actually your old man, Joe Offengawi.
Oh, Big Joe-O.
Big
Oh.
Joe-O.
I like Joe-O.
So Zach Lomax did not play the game, but he was... Zach Lomax. He was on the sideline getting interviewed, and out of nowhere, Big Joe-O does a little sneaky look at the camera, walk around underneath the camera, boom, dacks him on live TV. It's great to see, Jed.
And now it looks like he's getting fined for it.
Boys will be boys, let them
Boys will
be.
boys. I miss a good dacking, guys. Remember days of high school? You just fucking dack people.
Days of high school, we still do it at work.
It was only like a year or so ago. I remember there was a dacking at the Storm with Brandon Smith and maybe Harry Grant.
Yeah.
And like that was like celebrated, and now this
Yeah.
one's like, oh, they can't be doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a woman presented next to him. Worst case scenario could be
He's got no
public
underwear on.
indecency.
I
But
reckon he's packing those. So
well, yeah.
Relax, bud. Relax. He left you guys.
He's at
doesn't
Para
play.
now, right? So I reckon he's packing.
That's all for NRL. Quick and short, but we'll get some more NRL next week. Don't you worry. All right, eye catches, gentlemen. Eye catches.
yeah.
And I've gone Mac McClung in the dunk competition. Did you see that?
How
that
fucking ridiculous is
Well, he
he?
did a couple ridiculous dunks, but the one over the car was like, that's pretty fucking.
And that was over the car. Not like Blake
Yeah,
Griffin 10
when he
years
went
ago
over
over
the
the bonnet.
front.
He was over the car.
yeah,
Like,
both feet.
Ways or
No. Like, but
hours?
the car was
I was
parked
on
like this.
almost 45-degree angle,
Yeah.
and he's
But Blake Griffin did it once, but he went over the bonnet. He's gone over the top. And Mac McClung's maybe 6'2", maybe 6'2". He's the most ridiculous
He
dunker.
was on the one last year, wasn't he?
He's won it 3 years in a row
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
He's
He's
the best G
three-peated.
League player in the.
I remember talking about him at this time of the year.
Yeah, he comes up this year because everyone's like, he had like 5-6 years ago when he was in college. Even before that, prior to that, in high school, like 8 years ago, he had a highlight reel of dunks, and everyone was like, "Oh, he's a good dunker." And yeah, now he's won 3 in a row.
Yeah.
They'll rename the contest after him eventually, but even like a lot of the old, it's when it comes to NBA, it's hard for the old blokes to recognize the newer people. Like it was so hard. Like only people now are starting to have to agree that LeBron might be the best because of like statistically,
Yeah.
you can't argue. Like
Pretty much this last year and a half, he's just been breaking records.
well, yeah, and but that's the thing. You know, he's dropping still 40-point triple doubles, and the bloke's 40 years of age himself. But it's really hard to deny it now. And even like the old heads in the NBA are telling Vince Carter, who was like the best ever, they're going, not anymore, mate.
Yeah.
This
This
6'2"
guy,
white kid, Mac
He can
McClung,
do it.
has come for you.
One
So
man can jump.
Yeah.
Okay, that was my one. Dan.
Yeah, so this came across my TikTok feed last night while I was doom scrolling. Alex Glenn
yeah.
Yeah.
made his wrestling debut in just a random like wrestling thing up in Brisbane over the weekend. He actually like put on some good moves on people. He hit someone with a stone cold stunner. He was jumping off the top ropes and shit,
Yeah.
and yeah.
I thought he might have ducked into AEW when I saw that even in Brisbane.
A lot of leagues getting into the old WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Lucas.
I would put the video up, but it is a minute and a half
Yeah.
long, so you don't want to sit here and watch it for a minute and a
Do your
half.
own research, guys. James, you got any eye catches?
Yeah, I do, and I won't even take one of the ones you left, like that you put up there
Yeah.
for us.
I've got one too.
SNL had their 50th anniversary,
I've seen this.
and so there was a couple of great performances and sort of covers. The one that a lot of people will think of is Post Malone with Nirvana. Smells Like Teen Spirit, awesome. There's rumors about a possible like small tour with them both, but the one that really caught my eye was Andy Samberg and Lady Gaga performing "Dick in a Box."
Oh man. Well, yeah.
Andy
Because,
Samberg.
obviously, like JT doing that was already funny enough in his great voice, but then you get Lady Gaga belting out. It's
in
my
a
dick
Dick in a box.
Oh well. Oh yeah, I gotta watch this now. Lucas, mate, any eye catches over there?
Yeah, I've got an eye catches in the same vein
Yeah.
as you do sports wise. Yannick Sinner, world number 1 tennis player, has officially been banned for officially banned as of yesterday for testing positive to performance enhancing drugs.
Get this. How long was it?
Nah, it's 3 months. He'll be back for the next Grand Slam. The World Anti-Doping Association, WADA, is like the most corrupt organisation on earth, other than boxing judges and MMA judges. So, he's officially tested positive. He's been charged 3-month ban. He'll be back for Roland Garros somehow. But he has been.
Sharapova get?
Sharapova got a couple of years.
Yeah,
He's
something similar.
He's quickly become like the most hated male tennis player. Obviously, Kyrgios has been giving it to him and whatnot, but even some more. Conservative players like Stan Wawrinka and whatnot have come out and have just said, this is the death of tennis. This is the death of, the sport that you put hours and hours. Like, for example, Leighton Hewitt as a 2-year-old was hitting the ball over the net, right? So you think he's playing tennis since he was 2 years old. Imagine playing tennis since you were 2 to eventually come up against a guy who's tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. Yeah. And, it just all gets thrown in your face. So...
Fine.
Yeah, but scrub.
Moral of the story, get on the fucking gear, guys.
Get on the gear, you'll get a small ban.
Also, I feel quite righteous after I blatantly called him a drug cheat after he won the Australian.
That's right, well done, James. So, yeah.
Beautiful stuff. Great eye catches, gentlemen. Hey, you know what caught my eye this week, guys? All of you guys. Fucking how good. All right.
You?
This brand new studio. That's what caught my eye.
Yeah, this is an eye catcher. Okay, gentlemen. Now, there's a segment that hasn't been around for a little while, and it has to do with someone not being here. It's horse racing with Lucas, mate. It's back.
Oh, blokes.
Run us through some horse races, mate.
Well, geez, guys, I'm sure, as you would know, on the weekend, we had some fantastic races going on at Royal Randwick as well as HQ in Flemington. The carnival is just starting to hot up. Now, before we go any further, I've heard that numerous times now, on numerous occasions, that it's starting to hot up or it's hotting up. It's a real thing. I would like opinions here, but I don't know if you guys saw the. I'm sure you did because you're at the pub. The Light Fingers Lady Shenandoah. Did you see her run on the weekend?
My issue was I was in a seat that I couldn't watch
any
of the screens, so I was watching races on my phone.
Okay. Well, it was in the race that Lady of Camelot was in, if that helps. And she was supposed to be Chris Waller's second best filly behind Autumn Globe, but she's come out now. She won the Flight Stakes in the spring by 3 lengths ease down. She's now come back over 1,200 and absolutely smashed this lot.
Yeah, it was a thrashing.
she's gonna be really good. Now the Apollo Stakes, Fangirl getting the better of Via Sistina and Chaya Wolf. Look, 1,400, that's going to happen, but I don't think Via Sistina will lose again this prep. She's not great over 1,400. Obviously, last preparation was an outlier. She'll step up to now a mile in the Very Elegant Stakes in 2 weeks. She'll go to the Randvet a few weeks after that, and then her final will be the Queen Elizabeth, where she might have Pride of Jenny to run down again, because Pride of Jenny's back. They retired her.
Retirement.
They've brought her back. The owner's copping a lot of heat. Tony Otteray's copping a lot of heat on Twitter, so that's very interesting.
One last run, one last
The thing
tour.
is, I can imagine the horse just loving a run.
Yeah, absolutely. So that'll be very interesting. Now you go to HQ and you had the Black Caviar Lightning, one of the first Group 1s of the season. All the talk was about Switzerland, Growing Empire, Traffic Warden, the 3-year-olds, and they did absolutely nothing. They got stormed over by Skybird at 30-1.
We didn't have that on the table.
Not many people did, but if you guys saw the race, it was just waiting for a gap, and the second it got a gap, she just absolutely exploded. So look, very, very promising filly. In the next few weeks, what have we got? We've got the Blue Diamond this week, which is Victoria's 2-year-old, or Melbourne's 2-year-old race. So we've got the Slipper, obviously the best in the world. The Blue Diamond's sort of like the B grade of it, in my opinion.
Yeah, because it's Melbourne.
James, you might remember this horse, Field of Play. Yeah, he's the favourite for the Blue Diamond at the moment at $5.
It might be a Jim Shear.
Then you've got the Oakley Plate as well, which is another Group 1 at Caulfield this weekend. Now, in Sydney, the Golden Slipper favourite is going to step out, Woden. I don't know if you guys have seen him before. He's had one start. He won by about 5 lengths, eased down, very impressive. There's not really been a standout 2-year-old like there was last year with Stormboy. So Woden's sort of that big one. So he's currently at $1.80 in the Silver Slipper Stakes.
Big odds. Huge.
Very big odds, very big odds. Yeah, look, I'm going to have to send through some picks for some of the later races in the carnival in the next week or so, because, I mean, there's just so many to go through. You know, you've got the TJ Smith Stakes. Still, somehow, they've got Switzerland favourite there. I don't know how, but yeah. But
good money for everyone else, then, eh?
Horses to watch, in my opinion. He was supposed to start last week, and he would have been my best bet at like 20-1 if he started. But Espionage is a sprinter for, what's her name? Gay Waterhouse and Adrian Bott. He will run around in the Oakley Plate this weekend. I think he's currently $21 in the TJ Smith. I think he's a good cheeky little bet there. And then, as always, we've got our Queen Elizabeth Stakes. Via Sistina is a whopping $2.50.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't. That's not a lot of value there.
Please.
Not a lot of value there. But where is the Tancred Stakes? Now the Tancred guys. Guess who's back for the Tancred Stakes this year? He's been to Australia a few times. He's whipped Animo. Dubai Honour's back. Dubai Honour is back. William Haggis, who just likes to come to Australia and take all our money, like he did, like he's done a few years ago, and like he did. He won the Golden Eagle in October with a horse paying like 50-1. But he's bringing Dubai Honour back for the Tancred Stakes. Right now, you've got Dubai Honour, then you've got Buckaroo, Duke de Sessa. Dubai Honour would have panels on this lot, so
Should do.
you know there's a couple of good betting prospects there. So yeah, that's all I've really got for horse racing at the moment.
Beautiful. Oh.
But
I've got a question for you.
yeah, sure, mate.
So we saw Mr. Brightside have a race, not the weekend, just gone the weekend before.
That's right, we did.
And he lost
That's right.
because someone bet on him.
That's correct.
I do remember that.
Who was the horse he lost to?
That is another will.
So you said in the podcast chat that that's the passing of the torch.
Yeah, I think I might have jumped the gun a bit there.
Do you remember that? You regret it now?
I don't regret it, but if I had to pick in 18 months' time who I'd rather follow, it'd probably be another Will.
Yeah.
Another Will, thing is, Mr. Brightside, he's gone to the well back again and again and again, and he's been, you know, so impressive. He's won 9 Group 1s. Another Will has had a crack now in 3 Group 1s. 2 of them he's flopped, absolutely flopped, the Turak Handicap and the Doncaster.
I was on one of them for Jim's Champ.
Yep, and finally gets his 3rd crack and he wins the CF4. If you swap their runs a few weeks back, I reckon Mr. Brightside probably wins. But, yeah, at a mile, yeah, I don't know. I feel like I did jump the gun in saying that's a passing of the torch. And if I did stick by that, he probably passed the torch to the wrong horse, because I think there's a better miler than both of them out there.
Look forward to Mr. Brightside winning next
Thank you
now
for the
because of this.
for the question, Dan. Also, oh, you go.
That was my question I wanted.
Oh, thank you, bud. Also, Alligator Blood is back, and he's being trained now by the great Chris Waller.
Ooh,
So
look forward. Alligator blood.
Yeah.
Beautiful stuff. Look, I've missed it. I've missed the horse racing, and
back, baby.
good to be back. Good to be back. We'll get him for our half-yearly horse racing later in the year, mate.
Good shit.
The update. No, beautiful stuff, gentlemen. Anything else we want to add?
As far as the cricket chat goes, I think there was meant to be one day's played, but if you know what happened, good luck to you.
Tell me.
I don't think they actually got played. I don't think they did.
Beautiful stuff, as always, gentlemen. 100 episodes. Couldn't have done it without each and every single one of you guys and every single one of you guys at home. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys next week. Cheers.
Couch commentators. Oh, we love to watch the footy. We are the couch commentators.
Oh, we are the couch.
We are the couch.
We are the couch.
We are the couch.
We are the couch
commentators. Oh, we love to watch the footy. We are the couch commentators.